Alright, I can see there's one person in chat, so if you can say something in the chat, please do. It says it's connected. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never used Streamlabs before. I don't even know if you can hear me. You might be chatting. I might not be able to see it, although it says one viewer, which is new. It hasn't said that before. And it says connected to chat. So, theoretically, I should be able to see your chats, I guess. Although, isn't that the event, like, thing? Hold on. Maybe I don't have chat on the screen. That might be the problem. Let me mess with it. I'm going to pull over here to the side, out of the wind, and try to mess with it. Oh, boy. Oh. I'm in the goop. Alright, try to get a nice view on it. Mess with this. There we go. Okay. Event list. What is that? That didn't do anything. It says the chat's up. Let me see. If you're chatting, I apologize. I can't see it. Let me see. Edit. It says the chat should be there. Chat. Right there, yeah. There's chat, camera source. Does it have to be like is a Streamlabs chat different than YouTube chat? It can't be, because how does everyone else do it? I don't know. I can tell someone's here. It says one viewing. It's connected to chat. But I don't see any. If anyone is chatting, I can't see that. I can change. Oh, wait. Nope. Still can't see it. Different zooms and stuff. Yeah, that works. Okay. Ultra wide shot. But I can't see anyone in chat. That's so weird. Hold on, let me see. Settings. Stream settings. Chat settings. Okay. Oh, it's like a weird color. Hold on. Maybe that's the problem. I have to stand in my canoe, which is sketchy. YouTube chat font size. Make it bigger, maybe? No, it doesn't seem to make a difference. Well, everything's working fine except that. And maybe that's because I'm using Streamlabs, because I'm not technically allowed to use YouTube to stream from my phone because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. But you would think it would be somewhat straightforward. Chat on connected. Oh shit, I'm getting blown away. That's not what I want. Stay on shore, buddy. Well, oh wait. Who cares? Now this is chill vibes. Alright, I can see a chat. Who cares said, now this is chill vibes. So maybe the other person I just can't see, because now it says there's 2 viewers and the chat is working, but I can only see who cares. Here, I'll try to get the sunset dish. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Dark Tina said sip, sip, sip. So I can see Dark Tina, I can see who cares, but I can't see the person who I asked to help me test the stream. So that was the problem. That's bizarre. All right, I don't know what the deal is there. I guess we'll go paddle around though and see. We'll test this out. You guys can let me know. Can you hear me? Also, if you can hear me, chat, that would be helpful. Either Who Cares or Dark Tina. Right now I'm just testing out some technology. I have my tripod set up. I got a battery pack. I forgot to bring my microphones, but that's all right. I'll bring those next time. Ooh, it's windy. Oh shit, that's a really gust. Dark Tina is here. It says now every chat is coming in like 10 times. So. But for whatever reason, it's hiding other people's chat. They said something censorious, deserving of being censored. can see that on the left there. On the left, that is a beaver den. A big stack of wood there. I don't want to get too close to it because I don't want to bother them. But that, yeah, it's a beaver den. They live in there. Their little colony. Sometimes they'll come out and swim around and they'll do some. We can hear you great, and the birds and the water, it's great. It's posting multiple times on the screen, but we aren't actually posting multiple times. Okay. It's so pretty out there. Awesome. Well, it's probably going to be a little tough to hear sometimes because the wind is gusty. But, I mean, it seems to be working, which is great. I didn't think this would work as well as it is. Although I'm pretty sure, unless Who Cares is who I'm thinking it is, but I don't think it is. Oh, maybe that is. Is that Thorpodicos? Confirm if true. But I thought that was grossly. I can't remember who's who, to be honest. I know who Dark Tina is, because that's obviously Tina. Try to go back in the swampy area so it's a little less windy, because I don't feel like paddling into the wind any longer. Who Cares put a little thing, I can't see what that is though. It's very small on my phone on the tripod up in front of me. Tina says, I miss you, Sip. Sorry. Well, you can watch my Canoe live streams. How about that? I was going to do the Oblivion remaster, which would make sense and be on brand, but my computer is not doing well. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing all right. I really wish it wouldn't post the chat 90 times. But... No, I'm not Courtney. All right, so Courtney was watching, but for whatever reason, I cannot see her chats. That's interesting. I asked her to test this, so it was can you watch this stream? So my apologies, I don't know why I can't see your chats on Streamlabs. You must have done something not great. Probably offended some group of people. I'm sure they deserved it, but my main goal was to come out, and I was here 2 days ago. I kept catching fish, but I didn't have any of my stuff to kill and or process. I didn't have my knife. So I said, I'll come back today, I'll catch a bunch of fish, and I'll take them home, and I'll try to do a fish fry. I have been out here for about 3 hours, I haven't caught anything. So I even bought worms, which I never use. But to be fair, I've been messing with this streaming stuff a lot, so I haven't been fully focused. Maybe we'll have better luck back here. It's also just not easy when the wind's that intense, because it blows you all over the place. Like an anchor. But I'm pleasantly surprised at how well... All I did is I just put the tripod up right in front of me. I got the battery pack, there's a little hook on it hanging from that, so it's charging the phone. So I should have basically unlimited battery life. And then I have those two little Rode microphones. So I'll get those set up. That'll make the audio quality even better. I just am bummed out that Courtney's chats do not work. That is a huge bummer. I'm not being facetious or anything. I can see Who Cares. I can see Dark Tina. But that's it. All right, let's see if we can. Oh shit! No cursing. Sorry. This is a family-friendly stream, so there's no swearing. All right, let's see what we can get, if anything. I don't think there's anything back here. Some days they're biting, and some days they are not. Ooh. Nothing doing there. Alright, I'm gonna put the worm out. Why not? It's actually nice down here, not too windy. Got the currents in there. Oh. Bluegill like hot dogs. I used to fish with bits of hot dogs all the time. Yes, they do. And I have some little sausages. Maybe I'll try that. But that's what I was catching. I caught 3 or 4 bluegill. No, 3. And a largemouth bass on whatever day that was, Sunday. Nothing doing today. I don't know why. Problem right now is there's too much wind. I keep getting blown all over the place. Alright, let's try this. If I can get myself stuck on these reeds a little bit. I also don't have the right hooks and stuff for fishing with bait. I didn't really come that prepared. I kind of just threw everything in a bag and tried to get myself out here. Alright. Let's see what we... Oh, that wind is brutal. Alright. Oh, jeez. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that log. There's a nice beaver gnawing spot, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Alright, I got this pathetic little cut-up worm and a bobber. So I'll throw that out there and see what happens. Oh no, it's all fucked. Shit. Oh yeah, that wasn't supposed to swear. That was definitely swearing. Ooh boy. I'm just gonna try to put it out in front of the camera a little bit, but that's not the priority, unfortunately. Oh geez, look at that. With that wind, man. That's that. Now I'm all over that. Can you see that on screen? How bad I just fucked that up. I'm gonna have to go paddle over and get it. Oh well. Wait, can I? Oh yeah. Oh well. All right, hold on. I only had a cane pole with a bobber though. Looks like your gear is a lot better. I guess you could say that. There was actually a guy. Well, there was a whole family of people when I was at the boat launch, and they had one of those like new fancy cane poles with carbon fiber. I don't know how much they were going to catch, though. They didn't seem to be too dedicated. What a mess. I can't believe I just did that. Doc had a cane pole, and they were trying to get into a can of food. And they wanted to use my bait knife. And I was like, no, I can't. I wouldn't even use my own, even if I had to get my own can of food, I wouldn't use the bait knife. Because it's not good for me. Like he had tried to smash it open with a rock or something. I don't know. But I gave him like a corkscrew wine opener thing. Oh, that wind is so annoying. I'm going to try to tie off to this log here so I don't get blown all over the shore. Oh, give me a sec. Beavers tried to take this one down. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, it's in the water. Do like that. Come back. Oh. At least you guys have a nice view here, so enjoy that. I'm trying to stick my head in this branch. Oh, come on, bro. Oh. Okay. That should hold. Excellent. Hopefully the quality's okay. I put it at 1080p. I'm thinking it should be able to handle it. All right, let's see if this stick holds me. All right, let's go. All right, let's try that hot dog sausage. Tillamook County Smoker Original Smoked Sausage. Alright. I'm not messing around. It's on the hook pretty good. That's nice. I don't know if you can see that because of the... Oh, whoa, it's moving a lot. Sorry. But that is a piece of sausage on a jig head with a very small float. Not ideal, but better than nothing, I suppose. Let's get it out there. Is that on camera? Kind of, sort of. Alright, I'm going to roll a cigarette now. As one does. Ooh. I'm guessing the chat is somewhat wonky since it's maybe because it's like the first time I've used Streamlabs. It takes a while to all settle in. I'm like spamming some messages. I can't see some people. Who knows? But at least that wind died down, which is nice. Oh! Did you see that? That seagull just nailed something. It's probably too small to see on screen. When he's gonna fly right in front of us. There he goes, right there on the left. He got. I don't think he got anything though. Still says green. I don't understand what YouTube won't let you stream from your phone from the YouTube app unless you have 1,000 subscribers, but you can just do this. You can just use Streamlabs. I don't really get that. It seems like they're just making it inconvenient for inconvenience sake. But yeah, shout out Streamlabs. I didn't know you could do this. I didn't know you could. This was like a workaround for that 1,000 sub limit. And I ain't no way I'm getting to 1,000 subscribers. So this will have to do. I'm not happy that I can't see Courtney's chats though. Sorry, Courtney. Oh well. We'll keep messing with it. Could be a Streamlabs thing. Could be that I drunkenly banned you from my chat one time. You know, there's many possibilities. You would not be the first. You probably would have deserved it. Alright, cigarette rolled. Nothing happening on the freaking bobber. Excuse me. Courtney isn't here. Oh, she texted me. She said she's driving, has to wait. Okay. Oh, awesome. But I can see people in chat, so that's mainly what I wanted to test. Not sure if you guys can hear those frogs or whatever. I think those are frogs going nuts in the background. They are hollering. I forgot my headlamp, so I gotta start heading back soon anyway, because I don't want to be out here in the dark at all. This is great though. I'm very happy with the rig working. I can probably I'll try to. I mean, if it keeps, let me check my battery. Hold on. And I bought 3 of these battery packs. I have 27% left on this one, but I have another one. Hopefully I can catch a fish for you guys, but I don't know. Typical. Turn on the camera and then they stop biting, right? That's everyone's excuse. So this, yeah, people still watching. A little history about this place. If you look out, you can see there's kind of like these little islands throughout this, basically this bog. This was all a farm. It was I believe mostly a cow pasture, because if you go up on land, you'll find the old fences, the electrified fencing. Fortunately, I don't think it's still powered. And then at some point, if you look on the historical maps between 1984 and 85, it looks like they did a bunch of work and created this whole floodplain channel thing. Because it's all built up on each side in a pretty straight line. And I found a cool article about, it was in the 80s or 90s, the Vermont State Police did a massive raid on the property. Not like criminal or anything, but there was, I think they described it as wildly occurring marijuana, cannabis plants, hemp plants. I imagine hemp was farmed here at one point, and they came in and they burnt it all down. They destroyed all the crop. But it was just this funny article about it. So then, pretty recently, this place was donated to Fish and Wildlife or whoever, and it's now a wildlife management area, WMA. But you can only really get to it, I'll show you guys on the way back, through like this odd channel. You can hike in, but there's a bunch of no trespass signs that for whatever reason, I didn't take down. But it's really pretty, and it's the kind of place you can only find, I was only able to find by looking on Google Maps for little channels and then taking a shot. It's quite narrow to get in here. And I'm sure you can only get up in here basically this time of year when all the water level is really high. There's nothing happening with that bobber, bro. I think this would be the first time I actually bought worms and still skunked, if I end up skunking, so I guess fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But that's why they call it fishing and not catching, I suppose. Finish my cigarette, I'll untie and I'll start heading back, because again, I don't want to risk being out when the sun goes down with no headlamp. That is not safe. We do safety first and then teamwork. The nice thing is I'll be paddling with the wind pretty much the whole way back, so that's a lot easier. If you hear me spitting, it's because I've been rolling like filterless cigarettes, so a little bits of tobacco get in my mouth. Sorry, I know that's kind of gross, but it is what it is. If I can wait late enough to start heading back, hopefully I can get the beavers come out into the river and they do big splashes with their tails to warn their beaver friends and family that there's a threat nearby. Although I should say I'm not a threat to any beavers. Well, you know, at least the aquatic mammal types. Alright, get that bitch in. Yeah, nobody even touched that. Nobody even touched my dog. What the hell? Well, we tried. I got another couple spots we can stop on the way back, especially since the wind's died. Untie my terrible knot. Get out of here. My face back in this tree, really lovely. Okay, got it. Ooh. All right, so is it cold there? No, it's not cold. It's actually really nice today. Today's probably the warmest day so far. It's probably 65, 60 degrees if I had to guess. I got my raincoat on, but that's just so I can have the pockets. I could honestly be in my t-shirt. I hear the frogs, but it looks cold. Oh yeah, no, not cold, definitely nice. It will get a little colder once that sun goes down, but I don't intend on being out here. All right. And there's basically never anyone back here. I've seen like one or two people. There's a few homeless camps on the other side of the woods there, because that's where the river is. But it's tough to get back here. And again, they have a no trespassing sign up. I do not know why. All the research I did indicates that this was all donated and is now WMA. And in that research, the most interesting thing I found is that theoretically, I believe you could hunt back here with a bow and arrow. Because the only thing prohibiting anything like that would be the firearm discharge ordinance. You're not allowed to discharge a firearm in city limits, which this is within. But it said, trapping is allowed, and so I would think then, I guess you could come in here with a bow and arrow and shoot things, but I wouldn't want to. Although I have seen some deer, so I guess, yeah, you can hunt some deer. Oh, that's a tern. Here, I'm going to try to... You can see this bird flying here on the right. It's tough to see because I've got that wide-angle camera on. But that's a tern. They look kind of like seagulls, but they have these very, very bright orange pointy beaks that don't have that same kind of hook as a seagull does. And you'll see... Maybe I can do it. It's like 65 here and it's cold to me. Yes, I guess different people have different understandings of cold. There's definitely a nip when the breeze comes in, but it's pretty much a perfect evening. Frogs are going nuts. All right, no more wind, that's great. Just up around this bend is where I had some luck with the fish yesterday, so take a few casts there and then start heading back. And I gotta check on the way back, there was like an abandoned canoe. I heard about a serial killer in your area. Have you heard about it? Yeah, I heard about it. I watched some videos and I did some reading. It seems like it's just people dying or being killed, but not that they're necessarily interconnected. It doesn't seem like the guy's an MO, and most of the victims have been... Some of the victims, I think, have had some odd, sketchy past themselves, but, you know, that's kind of maybe the people a serial killer would target in the first place. But yeah, I did see, but again, everything I watched or read was kind of professional saying, you know, it's not that. But again, that's what they would be saying, right? So, yeah, I think it's been all young women, or not, I don't know about young, but it's been all women, I think, who have been targeted, right? So, theoretically, I'll be safe. And it seems like he's also down more around the Long Island Sound, Connecticut shore area. Alright, so this is where, Sunday, I caught a couple of fish here. I also, when I was paddling, looked down into the water, right, and this thing came up and was checking me out, for sure. It was a snapping turtle. You know, when you're canoeing, your fingers get very close to the water. And I was like, ooh, please do not jump up and bite my fingers off, sir. Okay. So I'll take a few casts here. That wind doesn't blow me too far off course. No luck, though. Wow. This is what happens when you plan on eating what you catch. You end up catching absolutely nothing. Although I think this is closer to the time of the day where I was having luck last time. Of course, I left the lure that I was using in the car, so I don't have technically the same lure. Yeah, see, that wind just got me, and now I am moving against my own volition. They'll try to crawl in the boat with you. Be careful. Don't say that. And they're trying to get people to not panic. Yeah, about the serial killer. I think that's exactly right. Because what would panicking really do? Like, not much. Yeah, nothing biting, man. Maybe I'll try one more lure over here, but I don't know. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Oh, now see the wind completely switched. It's blowing me back in the opposite direction. It's that time of night. I don't think the fish like this lure. I like it because it's like Jamaican colors. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, well, there you go. Right up to the camera. Well, it's like Jamaican colors. So I don't know how useful it is in freshwater lakes like Vermont. I think it's more of a tropical thing. I don't think I've ever caught a fish on it. So I should probably put something else on. Oh, I've upset the geese with my presence. What else is new? All right, I'm gonna change up my lure, and I'm gonna get out of here. Put those clips on. Oh, my lure. My New England accent. The sound of the frogs, geese, and random birds is so peaceful. I'm glad the audio is coming through pretty good. Yes, it's really nice. I always feel bad when I stress out the geese, though. That wind is moving me. God darn it. There we go. I swear. Sailboat. Alright. Now we can get another lure. Headed right towards shore. Flying shit. I gotta put my paddle down. Woo. Oh my gosh. By the wind. I'm trying not to flip this bitch. I will say the reeds act as a very nice natural break in situations like that. You kind of just float up on top of them and then they just hold you here, which is nice. Just getting blown all over by the wind is extremely frustrating. You were canoeing by yourself. Oh my gosh. Alright. Dang, that's a bunch of wind. Don't rock the boat, baby. Don't rock the boat, don't rock the boat. Come on, you bitch. There we go. You son bitch. Alright, practice cast, then when I'm getting out of here. I don't feel like dealing with this wind anymore. Move it in the channel. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I have this lure on now. It's designed to look like a baby perch. More or less. Rapala, I believe. I can't afford anything else. Woo! Getting rocked. Oh my lord. That's a lot of wind. Terrible cats. Nothing, bro. Nada. This this is where I'd be, because all this debris gets pushed down by the wind, and then they have... Oh! That is dirt. Caught the bottom. Hee hee, boy. That's crazy what a difference just a couple days makes. Oh, terrible, terrible. Alright, let me get out of here. This is useless. Oh shit, almost caught a lure in the eye. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Sweet Jesus. It's a cool little lure, though. I don't know if you can see it that well. Looks very realistic. Oh, shoot. Now you can see it. There it is. Right there. Right in your face. There. Ooh. Oh, I caught my phone. There it is. Stop moving. It's too windy. I can't stop it. There you go. That's the lure. No, get back. Son of a bitch. Right there. Right there. There you go. That's not a bad shot. All right, we're learning. We're learning about the camera and the way to hold things in front of it. If I wasn't so hideously ugly, I would just turn the camera around. But I don't want to go to jail for assaulting people with my hideous looks. Okay. Out this bitch. I mean this ish. I'm really gonna have to work on not swearing. Alright, I hope the phone doesn't get blown over in the process of paddling back through the wind. Oh, that's windy. Ooh. So that little tip, if I were to go like this, then I'm completely perpendicular to the wind. And it just takes me fast. So in order to get across, you gotta kind of point yourself up and angle with the wind. Although I didn't do that I should not have tried to show you guys that because I got bug. That's alright, we're good. But yeah, you want to try to keep yourself at an angle, because if you ever get fully perpendicular to the wind like that, you are in trouble. Strong wind. Alright, we gotta paddle. Okay. Once you get to the momentum, though, it's not as bad. But I've found it takes a lot of practice to hold your course going into the wind like this. The first time I went out and tried to do it, it was so frustrating. I was just zigzagging across a pond. The crap out of me, and then I learned to just basically you just do the same thing you would do when you're sailing and kind of tack and jive with the wind, but going upwind against it. You can use that angle to your advantage to some extent. Alright. So this is when it gets real pretty back in here, at least in my opinion. There's two little turtles. Sorry, I can't get them on camera because I'm paddling, but they were right next to me, smooching, it looked like. Painted turtles, I believe, are what we have around here. Right, so I'm gonna go check out where that oh, there's an otter. Otter or a mink. Hold on. You guys probably won't be able to see him very well because I have this camera lens. Yeah, he disappeared. Sorry. Alright, I'll get the next one. But yeah, you can see how pretty it is back here. Totally still. You get out of the wind, which is really nice. Maybe I'll take a few casts back here, since it's way less work trying to fight that wind. there's no snapping turtles. I got to take my hand off. Okay. The other day I saw a kingfisher right up in that tree right in front of me. I got some good pictures of him diving down and nailing some sort of a fish. I think he was trying to make me jealous, showing off, I presume. Because everything's about me. Oh, okay. Right when I got a new one. Right back. That's alright, though. Oh, yeah. Flying without paddle. Come on, buddy. Come on, wind. Stop for a second. Good Lord. I guess it doesn't matter if the wind blows me around. It's flying. Takes some getting used to. You gotta figure out like an anchor. Some people say if you should get a mesh bag, tie it to a rope, and fill it with rocks, you can just use that as an anchor. So that'll be my next thing. This is really annoying because you get blown this fast. Across the pond momentarily. Yeah, we are flying. Nothing we can really do about that. No sense getting frustrated about it. That's the bottom. Too much shit in here for stuff. Debris. Yeah, this is not pleasant. Although, if I was a fish, this is where I would be, to be honest. So, take a few more casts, I guess. Man, I hate skunking. I got one more spot to try with the worms, and then we'll fully give up. I'll accept my defeat humbly. I think this lure is too big for the bluegills anyway. And I forgot my good lure that I use for the bluegills in the car, I think it's. Because I thought the worms would do enough. Oh, I don't know if that was a fish or I think it was just debris. Oh, nope, that's a fish. Fish on, fish on. Fish on. Fish on, big boy. Big boy. That's a thick boy. All right, just enough patience, huh? Right, what did I just say? This lure's too big for these boys. This lure's too big for these boys. He said, nope. I'll hit that lure. No problem. So, come here between my knees. Oh, and a perfect hook. Awesome. That's so nice. I hate when I mess them up bad with the hooks. Don't do that, bro. You're making it worse. There we go. One. Oh! Oh, he just jumped right out of the boat. Oh, man, you saw it. That counted. That counted. Oh, I had him in between my knees. As soon as I got the hook out, he wiggled up and he leapt into the water. What a fighter. Son bitch. I could show you a picture of what I use for an anchor, but you aren't on Discord anymore. It would be super easy to make. Hell yeah, fish. I had him in the boat, so I'm counting that, and I took the hook out. But I was going to hold him up like in front of the camera. He jumped right out of my lap. Right into the water. Oh, you can still DM me on Discord, Tina. So, yeah. And I'm still in some of the servers that you're in, so you should, even if we're not like friends, but you should be able to DM me anyway. So I am still on Discord, just not really utilizing servers at this point. But you can DM me. I would be curious. Whoo, son! I cannot believe and that was like almost too big to eat. Not that was a big fish, I'm not saying that, but for a bluegill. So I just wanted to fry them. They'll take forever to fry if they're too fat. Like I could have filleted him. Son bitch. Ha. Hey boy. Alright, well at least I got that. Probably be a good place to throw that hot dog back out, or that sausage. No fishy. I can't believe I just did that. Oh, you got a great hook in him. Oh, he's jumping out of the boat. Good for him. Good fish. Fish out, baby. All right, come eat some sausage, boy. Get you some. No fishy. No fishy. I'm glad I held it up at the camera for as long as I did. It just bounced into the camera. Or phone, I should say. Classic, man. Alright, I got that dog out there. What that dog do? What the dog do? This might be a good spot to test out my new gaiters. I got new hiking boots and gaiters. I'll send a picture shortly. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, just if you can't send a picture, just add me as a friend. But I'm pretty sure you should be able to with my privacy settings. Being what they are, which is to say none. Too shallow, or too deep, I mean. Alright, I'm gonna get out, walk around. We are already friends. Okay, yeah, I thought we were. Oh. having a cigarette, then I'm getting back in the boat. Sig gang. Unless you unfriended me, dork. I didn't unfriend you because I don't think I ever unfriended anyone on Facebook or Discord. I'm using my phone to stream, so I can't check now. But when I am no longer live, I will check. All right, my new boots are sick, and the gaiters are working. So I can go in basically up to my knees and not get wet now. Because even though I like canoeing, I hate getting my feet wet. Don't know why. Alright, nothing's eating that freaking sausage. I can't believe I lost that fish. What a dork. Found some trash I can take with us. Do our good deed for the day. I'm reboarding. This is always the sketchiest part, but fortunately it's shallow enough to not risk flipping. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I gotta reel in. Always important. Nothing. Not even a nibble. Whoa, flying meat stick. Whoa. Whoa. All right. I don't want dragging in the water. Hold on. That will get hung up. I'm going to go through the narrow part. All right, first thing we got to do is go check out this abandoned canoe. I think it's abandoned because I've checked on it 3 times now. And it has not moved. So I think it might have cut loose and then got, during a flood, came back in here. Something like that. Or it's some homeless guy's canoe or something and he's got it stashed there. I don't know. Because there are homeless encampments around here. Alright, let's get out of here. Once I get up around this corner, it'll be a little better. Alright, so if you look up here to the left, you'll see a beaver dam. Hold on, not yet. Back in there under that funky looking tree, that is a beaver dam underneath it. You can't really see it that well. But if you look closely, the water level is higher behind it. That was a turtle that just dove in the water. And then if you look straight ahead, let's see if I can zoom in on that. You'll see this canoe I'm talking about, that green thing. Hold on, change my view. Telephoto. So if you look, hold on, in there, you'll see that unnatural green color. I don't know if you can see it or not, I sure can. But it's, I'm going to try to get it right in the middle, but I got to go around these branches. For all I know, I'll get up on that. There'll be some guy camped out there. But I checked and I called out last time. Oh, family of geese with their baby geese. I see the geese, hold on. There's some geese with their babies right there. Right in the middle. Going across. That time of year, they must have just hatched too. I'm gonna leave them alone. Or they might not even have babies. It might just be 2 geese. All right, so we'll go back and check this out. If you look right there, see that green? I don't know if anybody's even in the chat, but that green thing's a canoe or a kayak, but I'm almost positive it's a canoe. But I don't think it would have flipped over like it is if it would have just floated in here. Oh, they do have baby geese. I'm going to leave them alone because I don't want to upset the parents with their babies. But that's cute. They're tiny. They've just hatched. I think it's that time of year. Yeah, see that? That's a canoe, bro. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to check it out, though, and see if it's locked up or anything. My thought is I could put pictures on, like, Facebook Marketplace and say, like, found canoe. If this belongs to you, let me know. But then again, there may be somebody living back here, and I might be in for a rude surprise. Let's see. Oh, okay. Can I get out here? Come here, boy. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to go back to widescreen. You guys don't dox me, bro. Don't dox me, bro. There's that canoe. Hey, anybody back here? Hello? Hello? Alright, no response. Let's check it out. I gotta bring my rope so I don't. My canoe doesn't drift away. Oh boy. Oh, easy, buddy. This is not an easy place to get out. Oh, got it. Oh my gosh. All right, that's the closest I ever came to going in. Yeah, there's a canoe back here. That's so weird. Oh, shoot. That's not really solid ground. Good hitch knot. Let me check this out. Can I jump that far? I hope so. Oh. Yes. Oh man, I hope that wasn't on camera. I just ate crap. This is abandoned, dude. Hello, anyone back here? It's a nice little canoe too. There's a lock on it, but they didn't lock it up. I'm gonna leave it because I don't. Could be some. Jesus. It's got like a rig for an outboard. Nice. How weird. Alright, just like I found it. Oh, it got a name on it. It's got a name and a phone number on it. Shoot. I should probably take a picture of it, right? So I can get that. Oh, but I gotta get that. Oh, big beaver just did a splat. I can just step through it actually because I have my beavers. Yeah, that's not so bad. Okay. No need to jump. All right. Serial killer is going to get it, tow it home. All right, so but it has a phone number on it, so I figure I should just text the guy, right? Would make the most sense, but I don't have a way to write it down. I would have to end my stream, which I'll probably have to do. All right, I'm going to end it. I'll be right back just so I can check this thing out, but I'll be right back.